This is Lord Thaddeus Gray. I look a mess right now because, well, when it comes to anxiety, it's best to walk it off, and you're dealing with Texas heat and humidity. So yeah, right now I look like hell. And I should say I'm sorry about it, but I'm not. To be honest, I have other things to worry about right now. There's a couple of things I'm going to bring up. The first thing is I have 200 subs plus, and that is something I never expected when I began doing what I do. I appreciate that. I mean it. I sound under the weather because emotionally I'm spent. Anxiety will do that to a person. It's something that's cursed me all my life. It's a disease that I despise. I have to understand, though, many times, I am not my sickness. That's hard for me. Just letting you guys know that. I hold myself to very high standards. Standards that many times a person can't match. So, I'm just putting that out there. This tropical storm, Nicholas, it might not seem like a big thing to you guys, of course. It's just a tropical storm, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be more open. Since 200 people were nice enough to subscribe to my channel, I figured I'm going to start doing minor vlogs. And I already said I was going to start covering things about mental health and my own experiences. This is going to be one of them. When Harvey hit, about 2 or 3 years ago, I was lucky. The place I was at, hell, I don't think we received flood damage. Hell, I don't think the power went out. But the damage I saw, this is very valid to this point, because this is actually when I started really talking with DW. And believe me, he was instrumental, because I could talk with him. I could reach out to him. And we kind of hit it off at that point. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because it's not really mattering at this point in time. I'm here, and I'm doing what I do. That's what matters. I'm going to go ahead and explain to you about this storm anxiety that I have, this PTSD. Like I said, I personally wasn't affected too badly. I mean, I don't think the power was out, like I said. The internet and the ways to reach out to people, of course, was a problem. But God had his hand on me, I'll tell you that. That in itself was a blessing. Unfortunately, my mom was not so lucky. Her apartment was flooded. Mold grew in that apartment badly. I didn't know. She did not tell me. And I still am angry with her about that to this day. She did not tell me the damage that had been done. And I'm just going to get to it. I don't know if it contributed to her death. She had a heart attack in her sleep. And within less than 2 days, she was dead. Now, this was, of course, I would say close to a month after all the destruction of Harvey. But the damage that was done, it was very long-reaching. This is what I'm trying to get across to you. I didn't just lose my peace of mind, I lost my mom. And that nearly killed me. It damn near kills me now. So always try to appreciate your parents if you can. They won't be here forever. I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, back to what happened. After the storm passed, I realized the damage that had been done. Abandoned cars everywhere. Everywhere! The entire back of my apartment complex, gone. I'm talking about gone. I'm not talking like, wiped away. Nothing like that. That would be a little melodramatic. I'm talking about underwater. You have to understand, the wind it was bad, but that's something we're kind of used to down here. When this kind of stuff goes down, it was the flooding. That It killed so many people. I saw so much. Thank God I didn't see any death. But, the news took care of that. And, of course, you heard people talking. I'm just letting you know, a lot of what I saw, it still messes with my mind. Everything. Gone. Underwater. I remember not too far from where we were living. Me and some family, we were just driving through. Taking in the damage, and my God, it was insane. To this day, there's no describing it. Can't. I mean, we're talking of rubble, people cleaning out their homes, Of course, most of, the area we drove through was pretty well off. So people, of course, have insurance. They're able to pay for a lot of the damage. That doesn't take away the damage that was done. I mean, pieces of rubble in the front yards, dozens of, over 12 feet high at least, from what I can recall. Well, maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration. It might be, but it was bad. Of course, it was nothing like Katrina. I would never compare it to something like that. But I'm telling you, it was bad. And unfortunately, even minor storms that come this way, that flashes in my mind. Not just the loss of my mom, but the destruction I saw. My God, so much destruction. And that is why sometimes I put posts up about the storm anxiety. I can handle a lot of stuff. Let me tell you, I've come across demons. And I knew I was going to be okay. Stuff like this. I would rather face a cryptid any fucking day than this. I'm opening up to you guys so you understand. I don't think I'm going to be gone too long, but I don't know the damage this thing's going to do. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but people don't seem to be too worried, but I'll tell you right now, they're still preparing enough, I guess. I've done all I can do when it comes to preparation. Believe me, I haven't been playing around with that. Keep me in your prayers. Keep all of us here in Texas in your prayers. We need it. Badly. I'm sorry for the somber note of this video, but I figure, you guys are willing to listen to me blather on to things. I'm trying to be more open. I'm not a brave man. I'm not. I'm not a coward by any means. I'm not a brave man. I'm very vulnerable. And sometimes I feel like my spirit as basically a big old tiger has ripped open my soul to bleed out when it comes to events like this. I figure you guys should know. Y'all be blessed and you be safe.